topic is...
We said we were going to go
Oh.
every Wednesday now, so it is Wednesday night. Here we are with you. Hopefully you're with us. Tonight's topic is a kind of a deep discussion we want to dive into, but this is Fanta's strong suit as she is the expert in these type of discussions, so I'm going to let her introduce the topic for you.
Hello, guys. Tonight's topic is depression. It's like people don't speak about it enough. I did see on somebody's live earlier, Jonathan, J.O. He had posted something about a basketball player in depression within the bubble. I listened like a little bit, but I don't really know basketball terminology, so I just kind of laughed for like a second.
What?
So, but our topic tonight is depression. Some people feel like depression is for the weak-minded. Like you have to be a weak-minded person to be in a depression state. I don't feel that way. I feel very strongly about depression because depression is steps and levels of having depression. Depression is like an umbrella, and it's everything. You know what I'm saying? The arms or the metal parts of the umbrella are the branches of other things like anxiety, suicidal thoughts, suicidality. There's so many other things. So that's tonight's topic. Tonight's topic is depression. Is it for the weak-minded? How do you feel about depression?
I'm not gonna say it's for the weak-minded. I don't know how long are people in a depression state.
It varies. Depression can last a long time if you're in that deep, dark place. So
I think the next level, or what may come of or from depression for the most part.
What do you mean?
To me, it makes a person
weak
to me. No, like...
Elaborate for us.
So what people choose to do when they're in a depressive state?
It could be different things.
I'm not saying that it can't be. I know that it can be. I'm saying what they do, then for me, that determines to me, in my opinion, if someone, no judgment, but I just feel like, that's a weaker person. You're a weaker person.
So give us an example. What do you mean what they do?
So I feel if you choose to bring harm to yourself because you feel depressed about something, a breakup, or, you're an adult and things are not going your way at work, so you get in a depressive state, you choose to bring harm to yourself. I don't know. It's for me, it's a touchy subject, only because I feel like everybody goes through things. No one's perfect. Nothing's perfect. Life's not perfect. People are gonna go through ups and downs. That's what life is. Like, so for you to get in a depressive state and I've dealt with this firsthand and seen people who have children and things of that nature took depression to another level. I guess it was depression, and brought harm to themselves. So where now they're no longer here and their children can no longer see them. Weak to me.
I have to say this now.
You can't tell me I'm wrong. You can disagree. You can't tell me I'm wrong.
I can tell you you're wrong. Because
How?
You're wrong to say that somebody is weak. That's wrong for you to say.
You can't tell me I'm wrong because you don't know who's right. You're right?
You can't. That's like you're judging.
It's not a judgment. I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying that's for the weak to me.
How so? Because they feel like they can't take no more of the pressure. Because that's what you're saying. It's like if a person can't take so much more of the pressure and they decide, God forbid, that they want to hurt themselves, that makes them weak.
So where you in your own life?
Yes. That's the strongest thing somebody can do.
It really isn't. That's the easy way out.
It might be an easy way out to you, but it's the strongest thing for somebody to do to...
If life is hard...
inflict that much pain on themselves.
This is for people that live
in order to do that to yourself. Like, that's not an easy thing to do. Can you hurt yourself?
I would never. I love myself too much.
But could you? You don't have the willpower, right? You have to be that strong to do that. That's not a weak trait.
You have to be that strong. You could be that put yourself in a certain specific state and then do that to yourself.
Depression.
No.
Is a state.
I'm talking
that
like
leads to
drug, medicated, high, whatever the case. To that point where you feel like, okay, it's easy to just do this. I don't feel it. I won't feel it. I just do it. You still strong? You still strong at that point? That's what you're telling me?
Yes.
If I choose to go get myself as high as ever to where I'm not even conscious of what I'm doing. But I already knew in my mind beforehand that I wanted to bring harm to myself. Wanted to, commit that. I then go do whatever I do, get that in that mind frame, and then I do it. I'm strong still?
It's to hurt yourself. You have you
so
have
like
to be
you
strong
told me,
because a
you're
weak
wrong.
person cannot.
You're wrong.
I think you're wrong.
You're wrong.
Guys,
Because
give us your thoughts on depression. Is it for the weak-minded? Because G-Star feels like...
I didn't say depression. People get depressed for different things. I never said depression.
And depression...
was for the weak-minded.
Okay, so what the discussion tonight is depression and having suicidal thoughts. And you feel like...
Committing.
Having those suicidal thoughts and actually committing or attempting to commit suicide is a weak-minded person. Wrong. No, you cannot say that. Because a person can be that down that nobody's listening to them. Nobody's like, that's depressed. There's levels of depression. Like, yeah, you can be depressed, just sad about a moment. But then when you get deeper and deeper and you dig deeper and deeper into that dark hole that you can't get yourself out of, that is hard. I can't, I can say that you can't because it's like you just stuck there and you don't know how to get back up from that dark place. It's hard.
So let me ask you this. You just said when no one's listening, no one's paying you any mind. So you go and do that. Who's listening?
No.
Stop. You just said that.
Stop.
So I just let you go on your rant, right? You went on your rant.
Because
you went on your rant. Now I'm just saying.
Let's go.
So after they commit that, who's listening to them now? So that was a smart thing to do? That's the right thing to do?
You don't know what's going on in somebody's mind. The mind is so powerful. It's a manipulative thing. Like, your mind can take
Dana said it's not just for the weak-minded
Thank
people.
you, Dana.
Who's it for? When you commit that, if you put that in your mind, Dana, you have children. You have suicidal thoughts. You think about killing yourself. You're not a weak person? That doesn't make you a weak person?
Thank you, Jerry. I'm far from a weak-minded person. Been suffering from it for years. I'm telling you.
I'm not saying depression. You always try to paint the picture of what I'm saying.
You have those thoughts.
To commit
or attempt suicide, to commit.
Or attempt to commit suicide, to bring harm to yourself. Yes, you are. I feel you are.
How can you say that?
For you to be depressed is for you to be depressed. That's different.
But being depressed, having depression is just not you can't just have depression. No. You have depression, you have anxiety, you have suicidal thoughts, you have you can develop bipolar, you can develop different things.
So you take you attempt to kill yourself?
Thank you, Teresa. Depression is a disease just like anything else. And this is from someone that has been living with it since a child. Exactly. This is what I'm trying to say. Like,
but you're living with it. That's what I'm saying. You haven't checked out to the point where I don't know your life. I'm just saying you're still here. That's what I'm saying.
You don't know how many times people try to attempt that just to get out of that dark place. Hey, Quisha.
And go where? You don't know what's on the other side, so get out of the dark place and go where? Where are you going?
No, sometimes you have no control, even those who get help. Great topic. Thanks, Mish.
Even those that get help. Okay, but you just said sometimes you have to get out of that dark place.
It's hard.
And go where? Where are you going? If you're going to come, if your only answer is forget it, I'm checking out, I don't want to be here anymore, I'm just going to check out. It has to be better on the other side. How do you know?
You don't know, but I'm trying to I have to end this suffering. That's what a person with those suicidal thoughts, that's what they feel. They got to end the suffering. That's the only way to end the suffering. They feel.
But you don't know. So why am I going to go with... How do you know? Tell me I'm wrong now, because you know what's on the other side, huh? That's what you're telling me? You absolutely know what's on the other side.
Nobody knows what's on the other side, G-Star. So I'm confused.
Tasha you can be so depressed that you feel everything would be better without you. So in my mind, Tasha, I'm not speaking for anyone else. I'm speaking for me. That's a weak mentality to me. Everybody would be better off without me. So I'm just gonna hurt myself. Listen, man, I love me some me. I love me some me. Call it what you want. Cocky, whatever, confident. I don't care what anybody says. The thought of me harming myself and leaving my kids out here without me? Are you crazy? That's weak to me. Because life is hard. So you're trying to take the easy way out, which you think is death. Right? Everybody love 50 Cent. Death got to be easy because life is hard. Life is hard. So let me just commit this and kill myself. What? What are you doing? What about your family? Now, those that don't have anyone or whatever, you feel like no one pays you any mind. No one shows you any love. So you kill yourself. So you think you a rapper now.
No, stop.
You more famous when you dead? I'm just asking. I want to know.
And I'm going to tell you. And
we having a discussion, so I want to talk about it.
Jerry says, I thought about killing myself before, but would I kill myself? No. I love myself too much, and I will never do that to my family.
Thank you.
Don't judge us. Try to understand sometimes. We just need someone to listen to us.
I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying, you just said exactly what I said. You love yourself too much. You may have thought about
Jerry,
it.
Though.
I'm talking to Jerry now.
But we're having a discussion.
All right, I'm just answering his question. I'm just replying to what he said. That's all. I would be weak-minded if I took that comment and ran with it.
Right, Todd.
You would be weak if you killed yourself.
I think,
Tosh, in my opinion,
the mindset is if no one hears me, I should remove myself from Earth. That's what Queequeg says. Right.
That's crazy.
It's levels.
Have
you ever been depressed? G-Star? That's what that asshole wants to know.
No.
I can't with him either.
No.
You've never been feeling down like, damn. Because there's levels to depression, G.
So wait, because I feel like this is the way of the world now. There's always something, some type of bubble you have to be in, right? So, like, if I'm in deep thought, you depressed. I'm not depressed. I'm in deep thought. I'm thinking about some things. I want to know where my life is going next, or what's my next plan, what's my next move. That doesn't mean I'm depressed. Does that mean I'm depressed?
No.
So then no. The answer to the question is no. I haven't.
With depression.
I haven't been depressed, and I've dealt with a lot of things too. Trust me. So you could get the book.
So that you can understand.
No, I don't do that off. Don't do that now.
But for the
it depends on the person and the mind and self-control. It does. Listen, I am not judging anyone that can sit up there and say they felt depressed and they has thoughts of bringing harm to themselves or suicidal thoughts, whatever the case may be. I'm just saying for me, right? Even mine. Let me just say that, right? Even my brothers, for them to think that way, in my mind, that's a weak state of mind to me. That's just how I see it. I've had cousins that have done things, and they're no longer here. Now, did I feel some type of sorrow? Of course. That's my family. Of course, I'm gonna feel some type of way. They're no longer with us. But on the other side, it's like, damn, man, you took the easy way out. That's how I feel. That's me. I'm entitled to feel how I feel. Like y'all entitled to feel how y'all feel, right? You never been in a room full of people and have to pretend to be enjoying yourself.
Got my book for them.
No.
Got my book for them.
No, Jerry. You know why?
DSM-5.
You know why, Jerry? Because I'll leave. I'm that dude. I'll leave. If I feel like, damn, I don't really want to be here, I'm gone. Period. I've been around other people's family members and in situations where I'm like, I really don't know anybody here. I can see through the people and I know there's no real love here. I'm out. That doesn't make me depressed. I'm just saying, for me. I'm sorry to hear that. So that's that.
Right, okay. All right. This is what I'm saying. It's like,
I'm not judging, man. I'm speaking for me. That's all I'm doing. Right? We're having a discussion, right? Everybody's speaking from their point of view. I'm not allowed to speak from my point of view. That's how I feel.
We're just trying to get you to get a better understanding.
You can't change. You can't change that.
You can. You need to.
No, I don't.
You need to.
No, I don't.
Change that mentality that is for the weak, because it's not. You don't know what somebody.
So in my case, I'm strong-minded.
You don't know.
No, it doesn't make me. I just don't think that way. I just don't think that any situation or the world itself would be better if I wasn't here in general. Like, I have children. Come on, man. I know damn well my children need me. If no one else does, If no one else pays me any mind, right? If
What
no
about
one, I'm talking. If
No.
no one else
Let me write my thoughts
shows
down.
me any love, I know my children will. So therefore, if I'm not gonna live for me, I'm gonna live for them. That's just me, though. That's all I'm saying.
What if you didn't have kids, G?
As quiet as it's kept, I tried it before I even had children.
That's what I'm saying, Tosh.
Before you had
like,
children,
what if
Tosh.
You didn't have, what if
Before
you
you
didn't
had children.
have kids,
So
G-Star?
Tosh, to you, and first of all, I'll kill you before you kill you because you're not gonna leave my babies out here without you. Period. 1, 2. So I'm just saying. Now,
mental toughness is a thing.
You did that beforehand, right? Now, would you do that now, Tasha?
But
would you do that now? Because life's still hard.
It is.
Would you do that now? That's my question to you.
But you saw without
mental toughness. Mental toughness is a thing, exactly. So everybody's so gung ho about somebody. Oh my God, they're so they don't have the mental toughness or whatever. I do. And I want to embed that in everybody that's around me. Yo, don't think that way. That's a weak state of mind to me. If you come around me and you grew up around me and you rock with me and you come around me talking about, yo, it's so hard, so I'm ready to do whatever. What? We gonna have a real deep conversation because we about to get into something else. It may lead to somewhere else where we might have to take it there because what are you talking about? No one chooses to be depressed. Agreed. Just like no one chooses to have any other health condition. Agreed. Not disagreeing with you. I can't see it. I don't know what just happened.
Oh, okay, yeah.
People with depression cannot just snap out of their depression any more than someone with diabetes can. It is not a sign of weakness or laziness to be depressed. It's not a sign of laziness. I'm not saying that. Fans is painting a picture for y'all thinking that I'm saying if you're depressed, you're weak. I'm not saying that.
You just said,
I'm not saying to be depressed.
Everything.
I'm saying the next level. You already painted the picture. You do that every night.
No.
You painted the picture making people think that I'm saying, yo, if you depressed, you weak. No, people deal with depression. I understand that.
But
there are depressed people out here in the world.
It's not just depression.
When you want to take it to another level where it comes to you literally eliminating yourself, in my mind, you are a weak person at that point. To be depressed is to be depressed. People get depressed all the time. Some people deal with it their entire life, like people are saying tonight. I understand that. It's hard for you to put yourself in someone else's shoes until you've been there. Facts. Exactly. And it's hard for you guys to put yourself in my shoes as well. Because the way I see it, you probably will never see it.
We need mental toughness.
You're ready, bro. We need mental toughness. Thank you.
But MS be thinking different.
Thank you. And J.O. is cut from the cloth that I'm cut from. So you get what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
But no. Honestly, we all have depression. We all face trauma. We all cope differently.
We just all cope differently. It does make you weak or tough. No. But do we all have depression if I call you and you in deep thought, is that a state of depression? Because people just be in deep thought. Look, I play the game. So fans come in the house, she see me playing the video game, she knows. Yo, you thinking about something? Yeah.
That's not depression. Depression.
So like the question was, was I ever depressed? No, I don't. Dealing with my father, lost my brother, being like, no, I've never had to sit here and say, I can't say I was depressed. Not to say if I do say it, it makes me a weak person. Not at all.
Depressed, it means to feel sad, empty, hopeless. And that's like an everyday feeling. Like, it's not just like it comes and goes. It's an everyday feeling.
I never push anyone away, Jerry. So you're saying I could be the person someone comes to and could also be the last one they talk to by pushing them away. I never push anyone away. Never that. I'll talk to you about whatever you want to talk to me about. 100%. Whatever you want to talk about. But when you talk a certain type of way, it's different. I'm a mental health psych tech. Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. Depression is real, but everybody doesn't have the same mindset or strong mindset as others. Now, if someone never been loved the right way, it will show others how to receive love the wrong way. We all deal with things differently. It depends on the person, but most people do it for a cry for help. This generation today is weak.
Thank you.
They don't look for the
Oh, Lord.
They do look for the easy way out, but also these people don't have the right understandings at times. Yes, it can be looked at being selfish, but imagine a person going through 10 breakups and they like, I can't deal with another breakup. I'm a snap, and they snap. At the end of the day, people have to encourage others despite whatever it
To
is.
encourage themselves despite whatever it is. Gotta cast them negative thoughts down, but some people choose to not be strong enough and just give up.
All right.
Right. So I'm just saying, we do all cope differently.
Topic and opinions is a thing.
Yeah, yes. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, so no one can sit up and say anyone is wrong. You can't say I'm wrong for my opinion. I have an open mind. You can't tell me I'm wrong for my opinion. That's all I'm saying, J.O. That's my opinion.
That's a judgmental opinion.
That's my opinion. Opinion, take how you want.
That's being judgmental.
Take how you want. It's like butts, right? People buy big butts. People have little butts. People have little butts.
No, it's not. You cannot.
Many different things. So, you know what I mean? Opinions like assholes. Everybody got them. Just saying.
Shut up.
It's my opinion. That's all I'm saying. So, how you cope? Yes. And who? Yo, Ra, for that, all that, you get more fire for that, because today's society, people just want to be. It's not. People don't even know what it is. Probably. I'm not saying anyone on here right now doesn't. I'm saying there are a lot of people that don't know what depression is, so they rock with it for the attention. Like you said, I broke up with 3 different dudes in the last year or whatever. Oh my God, I'm so depressed. Are you?
That's for you, Ra.
Or are you just screaming for attention? There's a difference.
There is a difference, but there are some people that depression, it's not just, you don't just have depression, G. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So when you don't just have depression.
Thank you, Rob. We feel the same way. Mental health awareness is super important, especially right now during this whole COVID and quarantine and everything. People are really losing, their mind. I'm just saying.
So it's not just one thing. This is what I'm trying to get you to think. Like, I know you're not saying to be depressed is for the weak-minded, but it's not just, you're not just depressed. You have depression. Like I said, you have anxiety. You have suicidal thoughts. Those all go hand in hand when you're depressed. Do you get what I'm saying? And people are depressed for different things. Like, kids get depressed for different things. Women, men get depressed for different things. What you said, for your example, was if things aren't going right at work. Like, there are people that you feel like life can't be that hard. But for those people, life is that hard. Like, they lost everything. They can't go home to their family and let them know that they lost everything. How can they provide? They're the provider.
I never said, so I feel life can't be, it's never that hard where you want to leave.
You don't know what somebody...
Like, you want to kill yourself?
But, G, you don't know. You have no idea.
So, okay, so let me ask you a question.
Inside.
This is for everyone, but I want you to answer this first, Vance. When your child, you tell your child no, your child goes in the room, your child hits themselves. What do you say to your child?
Why are you hitting yourself?
You don't say stop?
I say stop, and I ask, and I say, why are you hitting yourself?
And if they continue?
I'm going to ask them why. Like, do you want to hurt yourself? Like, hitting yourself is hurting yourself. Do you want me to hurt you? Like, you're hurting you?
What do you associate that with? Why do you feel like your child is depressed at that point?
No, but they could be crying for attention.
Is it okay for your child to bring harm to themselves? My question to you. So
but you have to get to understanding.
Why is it okay for anyone?
But you're not listening, because you need to break down your child's mind, because they're hitting themselves for what reason? Obviously, they want attention because that's a cry for help. So when you have suicidal thoughts, it's a cry for help, because you have to have a plan.
Hold on.
So yes, I'm going to pick their brain and understand why they're hitting themselves. That's why I need to ask those questions.
But the first thing you say is what?
Why are you hitting yourself?
That's the first thing I say. First thing I say is don't do that.
I'm saying, why are you doing
Don't do that. Then I'm asking why. Don't do that.
Well, let's read some of these comments.
Awesome topic. We need awareness to this topic, especially in our culture. Absolutely. Our community sweeps this topic under the rug often. All the time. All the time. I totally agree. I was depressed after I had my last child, but I decided to move out move out of state and start over and find a way out of the dark place. I never was suicidal depressed, but postpartum is one major disease.
Girl.
We can put you in a sinking place, or it can put you in a sunken place for many mothers. But for some, it can have you thinking suicidal and see it through.
Yep.
Postpartum is a mother. I would
Life
never
can get that hard for some people, right, Tosh? This is. I'm not trying to say that G.
But why?
I'm just trying to get him to have a better understanding of depression. Is just not. It's not just depression. Suicidal thoughts is not just having suicidal thoughts. You can't just be suicidal just to be suicidal. You're depressed. It leads to those thoughts.
All right. So Theo said, I view myself as an extremely strong individual. However, I've dealt with depression. I never thought in 1,000 years that I could deal with something like that. My depression came from an overwhelming amount of ish on my plate. Absolutely.
Right. And with your depression,
okay.
Theo, did you have those thoughts?
No.
Stop.
I was there with them.
It don't matter. You could have had thoughts of wanting to hurt someone else.
Did you have those thoughts, Theo?
Did you have those thoughts?
I have witnessed people normalize or brush depression off, not realizing people are individuals and absorb things differently. They do. Depression comes in different stages. Yes, we said that.
Stages, not states.
Yes,
right. That's what I'm saying.
That.
It's just.
We said that.
Yeah, Marquita. I'm telling you, that's what I'm trying to say. It's different stages. Like, okay, you get depressed, and then you get anxiety. It's just like everything builds. It's like levels.
Tara said,
to
I felt like life was that hard for me at one time, as if death was the only option.
That's what I'm about to cry tonight because this is exactly what I'm trying to tell G. Like, he don't understand the mind and how people. Like, it just starts, you don't know where it starts from. It could stem from a child. It could stem from abuse. It could stem from anything. And it just,
depression
it's like
is a group
snowball.
Of feelings,
it's a snowball effect.
Life can be hard because people handle some situations with different results. No, I just wasn't myself. Exactly.
Yeah, that's for you, Theo. That's you. Depression is a group of feelings. Oh, you read Tasha?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right away.
It can be hard because people handle situations with different results. Exactly. Okay. So all the people that had these depressive thoughts, right? Your solution to it was eliminate yourself. Listen. I'm trying to get a better understanding because eliminating yourself is never an option to me. Life is hard. Yes, people deal with it differently. Yes, there's so many ways to get things and do things and departmentalize certain things. I already know. Ted, you already know. I already know. Makita says sometimes people have suicidal thoughts but can't share because they don't want to be judged. Right. When Ayana
went away to college, that's when Ted saying he felt depressed. I remember that because I was asking him, "Yo, what's up with you? What's going on?" I noticed it.
Suicidal.
To be depressed. No one's saying that, you know. You know that.
We saying that there's levels, Nelly, to depression. Like you're not just depressed. With depression comes anxiety.
Yes.
With depression comes suicidal thoughts. With depression comes like PTSD. Like PTSD is,
my
along
question
with depression
is
as well.
when eliminating yourself is a solution to depression, is that what you're saying?
Tara says, I really thought my kids would be better off without me. See, and he can't grasp that part.
How? Tara, please explain how. How are your kids going to be better?
Why is this happening?
How are your kids going to be better off without you? Just
because you are depressed doesn't mean you want to die.
Yeah, we read that. I didn't say that.
Nell said this.
It's the same, pretty much. It's like coronavirus. In some situations, we don't have control over catching it, even if they are following all safety precautions. And you might get it so bad that it ends your life.
Right, Quee. That's what I'm trying to tell G-Star. And it's just like, and it's so like taboo to certain cultures to be depressed, and you can't share it. And it's okay. If you have that one person, guys, that you can talk to, you need to express it. That's exactly
what I'm saying. Depression is a state of mind. Change your mind and change your thoughts.
It's easier said than done.
Boom! That's all I'm trying to say, Marquita.
Yes, but
thank you very much.
That's
all I'm trying to say. Change your mind and change your thoughts. You're depressed,
PTSD
but
is the after effects of
but
trauma
you're dealing with the
which
same
leads to
old, same
depression,
old.
Janelle, that's
You're
what I'm
depressed.
saying.
You're living in a house with depressive, which makes you depressed. You're around people that are causing or adding on to your depression, but you still stick around. You still deal with it, and instead you feel like eliminating yourself is gonna be the solution. No, I'm just gonna get out of this situation. I'm out. Just gonna dip. I gotta go.
You could just dip.
Me?
Some people cannot just.
No.
Yeah, G. This is what I'm saying. Everybody ain't you. Everybody don't have that. Me? Like, no. People,
everybody don't love them. Yeah, you're right.
No.
Everybody don't love themselves. You're right. You're right. Let's talk about it.
That.
Everybody does not love themselves
enough. So being depressed means you don't love yourself?
No, you can be depressed for different reasons.
So to have suicidal thoughts means you don't love yourself?
You want to eliminate yourself from the world?
Is that yes or no?
How can you love yourself if you kill yourself?
You can love yourself.
And kill yourself?
Gee.
That's not an oxymoron?
It is an oxymoron.
That's not the big, small kid?
People don't.
That's not the fat, skinny guy? That's not the same thing? I'm just saying, man. Help me understand. I'm just saying.
It's not that easy for everybody.
It isn't.
I go through it, and it's not that easy. I feel like you both is easier said than done. Right. Until you go through it, all the levels of depression or being depressed, you can have your opinion, but we'll never know how it feels or the mindset. Exactly, Quee.
Thank you,
I'm
Quee.
just trying to get him to get a little bit.
I never want to go through any levels of it. I never want to be in that mindset.
Strong-willed. Right.
That's true. Everybody's not strong.
I just want him to get a piece of understanding. That's why I felt like this discussion was necessary. Not just for us, but for the people that, are suffering from depression. Like, express yourself. You know what I'm saying? And have those suicidal thoughts.
But Marquita, why not? Why can't everyone become that strong-willed person?
Hey,
why can't they get it in their minds?
Depression.
I don't understand.
Is it for the weak-minded? When, in the sense of not depression, just the suicidal thoughts and having anxiety? Is it for, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we're trying to get, those people that feel like it is for weak, it leads to weak-minded things. Let me say that. Then, you know what I'm saying? We just want to get a better understanding.
Who couldn't mentally handle the trauma that transpired in his life?
Who you talk about, Theo?
Who did? I just felt like I was a shit mom at the time. I was 20 and 3 kids, became a single mom 2 months after my youngest in college, bouncing from place to place, no stability, stealing from Walmart to feed my kids. Life was hard for me, and I was just ready to end it all. But I knew my kids were going to be orphans, so I just pulled through. Boom. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for those that are around you. That's what she's saying. That was her motivation.
Depressed affects everyone around you, G.
Sometimes you can't just dip. I was caring for a loved one that was ill. It sunk me into depression, being powerless. I had to engage in therapy to help.
Right, and it's easy. Like, you can't. Everybody, when you suffer from depression, it affects other people. Like how you say energy is transferable. It's the same.
It is. So remove yourself from that.
Most open-hearted people become depressed or have anxiety. Khalifa Brown. Who?
Khalifa Brown. The dude that was killed from Rikers Island. Remember? Little kid that Jigga did.
Oh yeah, Khalifa.
Yeah, him.
Yeah. What did Ted say that referenced that? It's usually the people everyone depends on. I have to beg to differ because sometimes it's not. Rebecca.
It's usually the people everyone depends on. No.
I have to beg to differ because sometimes it's not those people. The people that front to be so strong. That's what you're trying to say. But it could be sometimes. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I feel like sometimes it's like.
Because being strong-willed comes from how you were raised, who you surrounded yourself with, and how you handle certain ish. In my opinion, exactly, totally agree. So if that's the case, why won't everybody else adapt or adopt this mentality?
Hector.
Suicidal thoughts are for the weak who have no loved ones or care what the repercussions are for everyone else. Thank you, Hector.
No, Hector.
Thank you, Hector. Give Hector more fire. Thank you for that.
Hell no.
Thank you for that.
Hell no.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, yo.
Suicidal thoughts are for the weak. How can you say that? Hector, let me ask you this. You've never been in a state of depression?
Tara, you agree with Nancy that what does take a toll on everyone? What takes a toll on everyone around you?
Your depression. Your
death doesn't?
It does.
So suicidal thoughts, you committing suicide doesn't affect everyone
But
around
at the
you.
time,
That's
I
what
lived
you really
in
think.
GA alone and had cut everyone off. He committed suicide because of depression. Exactly, Ted. This is what I'm saying. He was depressed. When you're in that place, it's just dark and you feel alone. You can't concentrate. It's just like you don't want nobody. You don't want to be bothered, but at the same time, you need love. And it's
Listen,
just like
I don't care, Ted. You my brother. For someone to want to kill themselves and actually kill themselves, you weak.
Hector, I'm ready to come.
You weak. You committed
to where
suicide. You weak.
And
you
get
killed
at
yourself.
son.
I promise you. I'm telling you this right now, and you can't be any more my brother than shit anyone. So, God forbid. I am thinking about this.
No, he's not.
I am thinking about this. I am thinking about this.
He won't open his mind a little bit.
I have two cousins that committed suicide.
Fans
right here with me.
What do you say?
You was there too. What did I say?
What did you say?
What did I say?
They're weak-minded.
You damn right. You committed that.
You did that. Going through.
You did that.
You don't know the demons that are there fighting, because that's exactly what it is.
You have a kid. You have children to live for. You have children to live for.
Hey, Mish.
Change your mind. Change your mind. Change your surroundings. Change your mind. Change your surroundings.
Right, Hector. I'm ready to come for you. Wait, I forgot the number because we haven't been. Nobody's been calling in. Mish is on. Nobody called you.
I don't know. Hi guys, I'm just joining. So not sure of what previous comments were, but depression is also hereditary. It is like any other ailment. A person can be depressed even when most things in their lives are going well. It can really be caused by a chemical imbalance. So it is essential to seek professional help. People are embarrassed to have these discussions or afraid to seek help, thinking that it means they're weak. But we all can benefit from sitting on someone's sofa, especially those of us who've been raised in a lower social class. Many of us have been taught to self-medicate or have even learned that behavior from observation of those we were raised under, whether physically, mentally, or emotionally. That isn't the way.
Right, me just good.
I have no problem with sitting on anyone's sofa.
Right, but I think that's a comment for everybody. Whoever's listening and that feels that you feel like you can't talk to someone.
Hector, that is why we pray.
Seek help.
That is why we pray.
Because you don't have to go through this alone. And it's okay to have someone listen to you and help you out of that dark space.
You can't say that. You can't say. Listen,
I used
man.
To think
used
that.
to think
right.
what? That it
How
was
you
for the
think?
weak. You didn't even feel like killing yourself. You was depressed because your daughter went to college.
Yeah, we pray, but at the same time, you pray. You can pray. I'm not saying.
What about
nothing.
Naquan? He can't just change his mind.
Right. G-Star, you see what I'm saying?
Is he depressed? He seems like he's fine and he's in his own world. He does his own thing. I don't know if he's depressed. When I speak to him and I chop it up with him and I see him, I don't feel like he's depressed. So is he depressed, or is it just he's just in a different state and he's different from what everyone was expecting him to be? Everyone had ambitions on him being whomever he was supposed to be. Yeah, he snapped. He was pushed to snap. He snapped, whatever the case may be.
Shut up, Clayton, because I'm ready to come to where you at too. It's not for the weak-minded.
I'm
trying to get the number, Hector. I'm sorry.
Where is what's the name?
Ooh.
So Tori, is that what? Do you understand what I'm saying? Is he like he can't change that? He is what he is. He seems okay to me. Like not okay like what he once was, but
right. Ted. I want to give you more fight.
Committing suicide is far from weak, bro. It's selfish as hell, but not weak. So what is it? It's selfish, but not weak. What is it?
It's selfish to your
family
and your loved ones.
What is it then? You strong? If you commit suicide, you a strong person? That's what you telling me?
No, but you have
Ben said you a strong person.
You have to be strong to kill yourself. Nobody has that much strength to be like, all right, I'm off myself. They gotta either self-medicate themselves, get mad drunk, mad high, or just.
So when you're doing that, you're trying to escape something. You're a weak-minded person. You're a weak-minded person. You're trying to escape your reality.
He was. But I also was.
You're trying to escape your reality. So for Ted, this is for you, and I'm specifically talking to you. I don't give a fuck about all that grown shit you want to talk. None of that. When you on that type of time and you thinking, yo, I gotta escape my reality. The best thing for me to do is to eliminate myself. I'm gonna kill myself. You're a weak-minded person, in my opinion. That's me.
Open it.
My mind is open. You a weak-minded person. I'm open. When it comes to that, when my child, if my nephew, if Trey is sitting, I walk in the room.
Out of pocket.
Walk in the room and I see Trey hitting himself. I'm not gonna say, Trey, it's okay. You know, are you going through something? What's going on? No, I'm saying, what you doing? Why you hitting yourself? What's going on? Then we can chop it up.
No, but you see, your demeanor already gonna have somebody that's depressed, that's really trying to commit suicide.
Why are you hitting yourself?
Shut down.
Why are you hitting yourself?
Your demeanor is gonna be like, damn, you know what? I don't want to open up to you because you know what I'm saying? No.
You know why?
You know why? They're gonna sink deep down.
You know why?
Why?
Because you weak.
No.
So when I come at you with that, you're gonna say, "Oh my God, why are you saying that to me? You weak."
No.
You weak. Can't take it. You weak.
Talking about you need to have compassion when you're talking to somebody.
Listen, man.
Like, tell me what's
you
wrong.
Can't tell me that I need to be compassionate and all this other stuff all the time.
Yes.
Some people are not.
Suicidal?
Some people are not. Some people are not compassionate.
Then you don't need to talk to somebody that's suicidal. Right. And if you see somebody that's hurting themselves or a kid, don't even come at them because you're gonna shut them down. They're gonna put that ball back up.
I'm asking them, why would you do that?
No, you're not.
Why would you do that?
Yo, what you doing? Why are you doing that? No, because
if I walk in the room and you're doing that, because the next time it could be something else. I've dealt with this. I've dealt with children that have done this. I've had this conversation with them, and you know how I've got them out of that sunken place. What do they think would be so much better without them?
But your tone was different.
It doesn't matter. I'm saying my nephew. I'm saying my family. That's what I'm saying. But I also been in the military, and depression is real, and it happens daily. It does. I'm not saying it doesn't. I have nothing against depression.
Most of the depression today is just for attention, and that's a fact.
Hector, thank you, son. Thank you. Hector out of pocket? Not at all.
What? I'm not saying there are some people
that do. Speak your mind. You have to find another word to define those who are able to commit suicide, because weak-minded is not it. So what is it?
You can't take
Tell me
it
what's
lightly.
The word.
You can't take everybody that's weak, crying for
what
attention
are they, strong,
lightly.
or
so you gotta address
what are
it.
they?
You have to address it.
I've been in jail, homeless, left for dead, lost a child, and been to the bottom of the pit. And the second suicide came across my mind, I called loved ones, prayed, and told stop, and told myself I'm strong. I'm still here. Is that not a hard life? What he just went through was not tough.
But he said as soon he had the thought. Let's say he said the second it crossed my mind. That means it hit your thought process.
Did you do
it? Hit you.
Did you
had somebody to call.
Did you do it?
You have family to pray.
Just
with
because someone is depressed doesn't mean they are functional. People are great at hiding depression, just like functional addicts are great at hiding drug use.
This is what I'm saying.
No one. What are you talking about? This is what you're saying. No one's not saying that. No one's not saying that. So you saying a teenager is feeling depressed because his parents are struggling. No lights, no food, and the house nasty. He has no relatives, so he feels if he kills himself because that's not even Hector.
No, but what she's saying is relevant to Hector's thing. He don't have nobody to turn to, nobody to go to.
So he feels if he kills himself because he don't want to live like that. So he's weak.
Right? No, it doesn't. Gee, come on. We're trying to open you up tonight, and you are not.
Why would you want to kill yourself?
Clayton, you don't agree. Oh, agree. You agree with what he said. Okay.
Why would you want to kill yourself?
Wait, my bad. I just joined the show. What's the topic? Tonight's topic is depression. Depression is the umbrella of suicidal thoughts.
More than talking to
anxiety. So we're talking about having suicidal thoughts. Some people feel like that's for the weak-minded. Because when you're depressed, you have those thoughts. What is the number?
I don't know. Well, why would you want to kill yourself? Why are you writing them a book?
Be quiet. I'm trying to get the number, Hector. Wait, and the comments came in too fast.
Okay, so I had a young boy that was in sex trafficking and was mentally abused at home. So he felt like nobody loved him. So he did try to attempt suicide a couple times. But when he came to my unit, I had to really put my feet in his shoes and look at it from his perspective. I'm a firm believer, and I believe in all things. All things you have to gain understanding. His family wasn't shit, and being dragged into sex traffic, I couldn't imagine what this kid been through, so I understood him, and I helped him. Okay, helped him through, but everybody ain't always got that help. So we got to look at things on both sides. I never thought I would go through losing my brother in front of me, but from that, I realized I'm able to help others that been through tragic situations. But I know everybody is different. So you have to approach things differently at times. Never said you don't.
That's
Never said you don't. Never said you don't, Nan. So don't
do
even
you,
so the,
no,
don't even say.
no,
I
I'm
know
not
what you
even
about
saying
to
that.
do.
Do
You about
you
to go
put
up there and agree?
yourself? No, do you put yourself in people's shoes?
Yes.
And you still feel like they're weak?
I still feel like you should never want to kill yourself. Yes. Yes. Because you know why? You know why too? Listen, you could say what you want about me and how you think I'm so strong-minded or whatever, whatever. If people put themselves in my shoes, do people do that? Just because I walk around and I say I'm strong-minded and I come off that way and I am that, do people think like, no, damn, I don't know what he's going through either. I don't think so. To have that thought, and look, listen, and then when you talk to someone in their life is nowhere near.
But you can't compare.
I'm just saying, if you did.
And it goes back to what Marquita said. It goes according to how you were brought up. Your father wasn't with the shit, G.
Fact up.
So that's why you like that.
It's fact. So why can't I be like that with my family?
But it don't matter.
My father wasn't with the listen. My father wasn't with the shit.
So you took heed to how he wasn't with the shits. I'm not saying everybody in your family took the same heed.
But that's my mentality. But I'm saying to my family. I'm not saying to people I don't know. To my students. No, I'm very compassionate when it comes to my students and what they go through and things of that nature because it's a different ball game. But to mine, you weak, bro.
No, because they didn't grasp to how your father
grew
wasn't
up the same way I did. Where is suicidal thoughts coming through?
You grew up the same way. They grew up the same way, but your minds are different. Everybody, it's always three sides to a story, right? Your story, their story, and the truth. So, how you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Your father wasn't with the shits, and how your mind frame was on how you grew up. Theirs is totally different. Like, come on, you cannot say that. Tasha says, speaking like Hector is one reason why depression becomes suicidal for people. Right. Agree to disagree. We are going to agree to disagree, and everybody's entitled. We're not judging, but I just want the people that's closed-minded to open up a little bit and put yourself.
That's judging. Hector, that's judging. You're judging. You're judging. You're judging. You're judging.
And you have people to talk to.
You're
what
judging.
About the kids
you're
that
judging.
Do not?
Don't say that to people that you think is tough. So you think it's okay to say that. You're judging us. You're saying, I just want you to open up. You're judging us. No, that doesn't mean we're not open. That doesn't mean I'm not open.
What?
You're judging. Yeah, if I was a soft dude, I'll take that some type of way. Oh my God. You're judging me. You're judging us.
He just happens to be a tough cookie.
If I say that to you,
everyone isn't built like him. Different. People have different thresholds. What's a pebble to come?
What's a pebble to one may be a boulder to another. Thank God for his support system, but not everyone has that.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't disagree with that, but I know people that have had that support system and still chose to do that. So what? So look. So listen. Let me ask this question: if you have a crazy support system and you commit suicide.
That means you don't have nobody to talk to.
Holy
yes,
shit.
You have a support system, but you feel like
suicidal people feel like no one loves them, not even their children.
That makes sense.
And say agreed, Tasha. Agreed. It is for the weak-minded. Suicide should be the last thing on anyone's mind because, in my eyes, life is too precious to even think about taking your life. There are so many other things you can do to prevent suicide from even crossing your mind. I'm no longer going to comment right now. I'm just going to read. Everybody don't have strong fathers these days. Look at this generation.
Right.
Big fact. Gee, do you show empathy? Of course I show empathy to my students and the people that I don't know because I don't know. I do know their support system and it isn't shit, or I don't know their support system, so I'm not on it like that. I'm saying to my own people,
like his own family,
like my family member. You grew up with us. You grew up with me. You are literally my brother. Come on, man. You can't say no one's there for you. I don't care how busy I am. And this goes for anyone, all of you that are on here tonight. I don't care how busy I am. If you call me or you come to me with anything, I'm there. I'm that guy. That's what I'm saying. So me being so strong, maybe I don't know how people think or how people take it. I'm that guy. That's me. All my peoples, all my friends know. I'm the dude that doesn't drink. I don't care if it's 4 a.m. Yo, G, I'm drunk. I can't get home. I got you. I'm coming. Right. I'm that dude. If you feel some type of way and you thinking about it crosses your mind, I got suicidal thoughts, I don't want to be anymore, call me. I promise you I'll do whatever I can to get you off that ledge. That's me, though. That's me. I'm just saying. So when I hear people that I know say things like that, it hurts me because it's like, what you talking about? You could have called me. We could have went chopped up. You could have came to my crib, stayed right here on the couch, in the guest room, whatever the case may be. Wherever you wanted to sleep, and we would have got you off that ledge.
Just for that one time, though.
Listen,
people have the thought it's a reoccurrence.
Listen, it's like a retreat. You come to the crib. I promise you. Before you leave, I'm not letting you go until we know. Vince is bound to be a professional at this. So therefore, before you leave this crib, we're gonna make sure you're good. Period. And you know if the thought crosses your mind again, you know where you need to be. You know you need to call.
That sounds like what Hector said.
He
had his people in his corner, but that's why I feel like I want to reach this.
Everyone needs to get someone that they can come, that they can go to. So right now, this is one thing that we're gonna take away from this right now. Everyone needs to. No, we're not going anywhere. I'm just saying. Everyone needs to get someone that they know that they could call or they could go to escape their reality. Let me say that. You need to get you someone like that, your friend or whatever. Diz, I'm that to you, you're that to me. So when you were feeling that way, I was talking the same. I would keep on the same type of time. I'm just saying.
When you break your arm or your leg, you can put a cast on it and fix it. When you have a cut, you can put a Band-Aid on it. One thing
you can't do is go in the brain and fix the way you think. So when you think and you're in the depression state, it's extremely hard to get out of it.
Exactly. Mish says, when I lost my brother, I wanted to die, to end the pain by any means necessary. He wasn't my kid. So, yeah, not everyone is so strong. Right. That's true. When I lost my brother, I felt the same way, too. I didn't feel like I wanted to die because I know damn well my brother would say, live for me. Keep it pushing. Get to the bag. Do what you got to do. That's what I took from that. Instead of thinking I need to go in there with him. People you turn to really don't give a fuck and lead you to
the wrong way. Exactly.
Everyone doesn't have that support that we have. Yes, that's your
mentality is like that because of the way you were raised. But some people's life has been hard since adolescence.
Right.
You remove yourself, Gusto. I do. I really do.
I'm that guy too. That's why we agree.
That's a fact, Hector. Shout out to you. Salute.
That's true fact.
Be that guy.
People, he's definitely that dude.
Be that dude, man.
Hey, Tosh, I'm your people.
No, Tosh, you know what it is. I love you like
we need more people like
a fat kid loves cake. You know that.
Guy.
Facts.
That's a strong
Good looking plate.
That not a lot of people
grow up in this world. They don't. But everybody needs to get that person.
System and still dealt and continue to deal with certain feelings. Exactly.
Everyone,
that's what I'm saying.
Listen, everyone deals with feelings. No one is. Listen.
It's a disease and it's a state of feelings that you stay stuck in.
No one is perfect. I think sometimes I feel like people want to stay in that state instead of getting out of it. It's like they like that attention. Oh, everyone calls and they check up on me because they know I feel this type of way, so I'm gonna stay this type of way.
When you're depressed, sometimes people don't call and check up on you. Like. Sometimes you don't have those people. When you're that dude, when you're that woman or you're that man, people don't check up on you. So do you have a right to feel like you're depressed? Because no one checks up on a person that checks up on everybody. Right, and I think that's
no one checks up on a person that checks up on everybody.
Like this person that's really strong is usually. Oh, that's what
No
Rebecca
said. No one checks up on the person that checks up on everyone.
Said that.
I'm telling you that.
She said that.
I'm telling you that, and that gives people the right to feel some type of way too, but we don't.
I feel you, Gary. Me putting my feet in your shoes, I feel like you had no choice to be strong, so suicide wasn't an option for you. But bro, looking at our generation, these young boys and girls out here are hurt and don't know how to handle it. They ain't got a strong foundation like we did, so you gotta kind of back up from your own upbringing and look at theirs and see how. What is it? Correlated both. Correlated both? Because they don't know. Correlate both.
Listen, I already know how to step back and see it in that light. I do. You know what I do? Like I just did right here. I tell the kids, I'm here. If no one else cares, I care. If no one else loves, I love you. I'm here. Call me. Come to my office. Whatever the case may be. You can walk around with me all day. I'm here. I know my suicidal thoughts came from me being the black sheep of my family.
It comes, but you
gotta learn to love yourself. If you in this group and seeing this and you depressed, call me.
Hector's giving out his number because he could be
we can get to know each other.
For you.
That's a fact. That's a fact, Hector. That's a fact. That's a fact.
And
Inbox,
his
whatever.
number's on here.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm on here. YouTube fans, you know what's up.
Right, you know the
Right.
vibes.
Shut
You know
up.
the vibes, Ty. You know the vibes.
Yeah, so if we guys,
that's the problem.
Each one.
This is the
group.
problem.
Like,
this is the problem, right? And this is what I want everybody to leave here with tonight. I'm not saying we getting off. I just want you to leave if you have somewhere to go or whatever it can be before you leave. Don't stop holding everything in, people. That's
I know
that's
it's a generational thing where
stop
it's like, what you crying for? Like parents used to say that, what you crying for? You ain't crying for nothing. It's okay to fucking cry.
It's okay to cry.
It's okay because
it's okay to cry.
It helps your soul. Like it's called
it's okay to cry.
Soul cleansing because
I'm never gonna say that it's not okay to cry. What I am gonna say it's not okay to do is to say I want to kill myself. Not okay to me. Not okay to me. You crying is one thing. You feeling some type of way is another thing. You saying I want to kill myself is not okay with me. So everyone, stop holding things in and speak to someone. Talk to someone. That's what you got to do. Reach out. Stop thinking that everybody's gonna judge you.
Too, Plate Dog.
Chop it up with them.
We're not ending it though.
I'm just saying you need to reach out. Reach out. Stop holding everything in. That's the problem with people today. You want to hold everything in to make yourself seem like you tough, or you want to be on social media fronting like your life is this, that, and the third, but behind closed doors you really hurting. You hurting. Reach out.
Like
everybody goes through things, man.
Like,
listen, everybody goes through things.
Depression is real, guys. It's so real. And it's
Facts,
not taboo. Like,
trust me.
It's okay. You could call me.
It's all right.
You could call G.
It's
you
all
could
right,
call
man.
anybody that's watching tonight. Like,
it's all right.
It's real. Like, it's
I feel like my depression and suicidal thoughts made me. I need a better mom. Oh, made you a better mom. Okay, I feel like my depression and suicidal thoughts made you a better mom. How so? How so, Tara?
Right. Yeah.
Love you too, Stan. You already know. How so? I'm just saying reach out, man. People have to reach out. Stop holding things in. You're holding things in since you were a child. Something that you've went through as a child, and it just manifests.
Yeah, but that's hard to fucking break
when it's a
child.
Let it out.
Like, because you couldn't tell a parent. You know what I'm saying?
Let it out.
Sometimes you can't do that. Some kids can't talk to people.
Let it out, man. Let it out.
Some people can't talk to people.
Let it out. Or cry. Let it out. Some way, somehow, let it out. Fellas, listen. We raised. Don't cry. Don't do that. Don't do this. Let me tell you something. You may not want to cry in front of your lady.
Take you out.
You get in that shower, let it out. Let it out. Let the music play so nobody hear you being there boo-hooing. It's okay. I'm depressed right now that the NBA ain't on, but it's for good reasons. Yo, lie, you an idiot.
I cannot. Play instead of call your 20. Don't call your 20.
Call your 20. Call your 20. Call somebody. I don't care who it is.
Somebody.
Sometimes that's what the 20's there for.
Right.
She keeps you from getting depressed.
And
he keeps you from getting depressed.
It's okay to tell somebody.
It is.
Nobody's gonna judge you.
No, on a serious
Find that person that you feel won't judge you. If you feel like if you tell this person they're gonna judge you, find somebody that you feel won't judge you. Go off vibes, because vibes is important.
Go off the vibe and not off the tone. Not off the tone. That's important. Not off the tone. Go off the vibe, not the tone. Some people are just more aggressive. I'm gonna say certain things like, yo, what you talking about? That doesn't mean I don't care. That doesn't mean I'm not listening. That doesn't mean I'm not there for you. So don't think that you're being judged because their tone is one way. No. Go off the genuine vibe. You feel a vibe like this person really gives a damn about what you're saying, then rock with it. Don't read into what the tone and get scared away. That's the problem. Proud of y'all though. Hector, keep doing you, bro. I know y'all don't remember me, but we all grew up back in 1998, 2001, 33 Holland. But Nancy and Gary, I appreciate y'all. Continue the great work. You already know, right?
They were not taught how, when they let it out, they were told different. Right.
What?
I swear I had to say that for real. Shut up, please. Tasha says they were not taught how to let it out.
I'm telling you now.
Right.
I'm telling you now.
Crying.
Listen,
right.
I know dudes were not taught how to cry, but it's all right. Look, you let it out. You have to let it out. Stop holding everything in. Why
and
you think?
As a generation and as a culture, we have, white followers or Caucasian followers, you know what I'm saying? But as an African American culture, we need to not tell our children that they can't cry. We cannot tell our kids if we see them doing something for attention, we need to get a better understanding of why they're doing it.
Why are they seeking that?
You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you feel like you need to be on this social media acting like this? Because you gonna get that raw motherfucking attention that you seeking. Because we got some fast ass little girls that want that attention that they think that they not getting. But
Tosh,
we need to have a better understanding, guys, with our kids,
holding
and give them a better
holding
understanding
everything in leads to
it's
other
okay
things,
to talk
yo.
to somebody.
You feel me, Tasha? Holding everything in leads to other things. So why hold it in? Let it out. Word. Stay depression free. That's what we want to leave here with tonight before when we do go. Hashtag stay depression free, man. Really try to stay depression free. Some way, somehow. Reach out to someone. You know somebody who's going through something right now, reach out to them. Just check on them. Yo, what up?
Hit me.
What's good? Yeah, right. Paul George definitely said he was in a sunken place. Who got him out? His family and his friends. He reached out.
I cry all the time because I swear these kids get on my last damn nerve. So I cry daily at night and tell the Lord to let me be better kids the next day.
Right.
Let them be better.
Right. Listen, man. I pray every day for not even for patience. Facts.
Man,
we pray every day for patience. But
you know what? When you pray for patience, right? They give you. I feel like you don't just all right here.
No.
They give you that hard time just so that you can practice the patience.
Give me patience. I need that. I'm just saying, because I had to really learn myself. Things that I blocked off, I had to address it and work on my mental health. Right. I got the tools which helped me, but I was able to apply those tools to my parenting. Right,
Tara.
Right.
That's it. Because you blocked it out.
But you acknowledged
hold it in, and
then
we suppress it. That's it. We suppress.
I have a question. What
all
if
the issues? Someone
is terminally ill and know they are going to pass? Is it not okay, or are they weak for wanting to end it all before they succumb to their illnesses?
I'm trying to figure out, when is it ever acceptable for a person to not want to suffer? My opinion.
If death is inevitable, in that
case, because I saw a movie like that, and I feel like
if death is inevitable, like
I don't want to suffer.
If I
don't want to suffer, but I would want to spend my last seconds with everybody.
I would understand that. So, but are you saying that to then say on the flip side? Because I feel I know where you're going with this. So that's how depression is. Is that what you're saying, me?
Right, but that's all. Right, but that's all they know until they start thinking suicide.
What, to hold it in?
Right.
Tosh, that what you're saying?
And that's why I feel like let's break that generational curse when it comes to not allowing kids to speak. Like, you stay in your child's place. You can't. I have to have the last word. Let our kids speak, but let them know the line that they cross. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your friend. I'm your parent. But yes, come to me whenever you're feeling a certain way. Talk to me, because ain't nobody gonna listen to you like I'm gonna listen to you. But then, you know what? I'm contradicting myself, because
there's enough education about.
You can't say that somebody else ain't gonna listen to you. But as your parent,
thanks,
I'm your
Valerie.
first
God bless
teacher.
you too.
So let me help you. If you got an aunt,
listen,
you got a cousin that's want to listen, by all means, don't suppress your feelings, because it will eat you up, and that's how diseases are formed. Depression is a disease.
It is, but so it's certain things to me. Like I always say, things are situations. So if my son,
did you read this?
Yeah, I said thanks to Valerie. We appreciate you.
Depression is no joke.
If my son is crying over the French fry that fell off the table, come on. Yo, why are you crying over the French fry that fell on the table? What's going on? Like, we have more French fries. Don't cry over that. That's a different thing to me. But if he's hurt, something hurt him. Yes, let that out. Let that out.
Cry.
You hurt. Cry. I don't care.
Anything.
You can cry. Don't cry for the French fry that fell on the floor.
That's your French fry. But
don't do that.
Cry,
but that's what I'm saying.
Cry.
So there's levels. There's it's situational, because I feel like society is raising certain things. Like, okay, you want to cry because the feather came out of the pillow? Go ahead, you can cry over that. No, that's not okay.
They might be crying for a deeper thing, so and that just brought it out.
I'm not saying don't talk about it.
But you're saying don't cry. But that's how
no.
This one feather is what made
you didn't listen to what I said about the French fry until I said it again.
No,
so I said it again. If the French fry fell, right, and my son is crying over it, I'm asking him, why are you crying over the French fry? Was it that good? Do you feel like you can't get another, or is it something deeper? That's what I said. Nah, I love y'all. Call y'all tomorrow. Text. I see it's normal now for us to talk daily. Just don't change after we close on.
Right. That's what I was saying.
Never that, Clay. Though you crazy.
FY.
This is locked in for life. You already know.
The thought that came across my mind at my lowest wasn't death. It was the pain I will put myself and my family through.
I'm too strong for that weak shit. Yo,
Shut up, Hector. Hector, let me... No, fuck that.
Yo, Hector.
Hector, let me tell you something. It crossed your mind, bro. Right? For the pain. You can't, Hector. You had the thought, right?
My mind.
And then that split second of the thought, the other thought came in to wash it away.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what Hector was thinking. I'm gonna tell you what Hector was thinking. I'm gonna tell you what Hector was thinking.
No, Hector already told us.
Nah, I'm telling you what he's thinking. So look, damn, shit is crazy. It's a lot going on right now. You know what? I need to go hard. I need to make this work. I need to make something work. So then I'm not thinking this way. I'm not in this state. That's how, listen.
For the newcomers
that's
tonight,
how I be on it.
It's
you know what? Damn,
awareness.
there's stuff going on. I got a lot going on.
How has
I need
depression,
to take a minute,
part 2.
think about it.
How has it affected you or anybody in your life? And how have you maintained it? You know what I'm saying? Stayed above water, because sometimes you can drown from depression. You can drown in depression. Yes, you can.
How is depression affected who?
You or someone that you know. How have you stayed above water, or how are you currently?
I told you I have 2 cousins that literally.
I'm talking to our people.
All right, I'm talking to people too. Right, so I have 2.
You feel that weak?
I'm assuming that my cousins were dealing with depression. It was said. I don't know. I literally, one of my cousins I literally spoke to sporadically, but we spoke. You know what I mean? And when I spoke to him,
shut up, Hector.
he was good. Yeah, he know what I'm saying. He already know. So when I spoke to my cousin, it was more so like everything was everything. Now it could have been a front for me because I'm the little cousin. So when speaking to me, it's always a joyful occasion. So now to think about him committing suicide after he just had a child. To me, in my mind, I can't see it. I couldn't see it. That was weak to me.
No,
and I love
from PTSD,
and I love him to death.
It just was so much.
But I'm saying this to say that his support system was there. If he didn't want to speak to an elder, if he didn't want to speak to a peer and my brothers and my cousins and stuff like that, he could have spoke to me. So now you ask, how do we deal with it? That crushed me. Because I feel like, damn, I thought I could come to you and you could come to me.
But some people don't feel like that.
But
how you feel, they don't feel.
So I feel, why? Why would you feel that way? Why would you feel like you couldn't come to me? Why would you feel that way? Look, to be real, I feel like I can't go to nobody. You want to be a buck, keep it a buck. But I'm not depressed about it. I'm not.
Hit me with the number one more time, Heck. Mad comments came through.
Because I didn't graduate. I don't think.
No, don't. Hit me one more time, Heck. With it.
No.
Yes. He's not going to text all what he want to say. That's what he's trying to say.
No, I think he wants done with the book.
I don't know. So, guys, we're going to open up the line for callers, but we're going to leave it at like a 1 minute 1 minute timer so that you could express what you want to say, and then we go to the next caller. Did you find it? It's all the way in the last page. You found the book. That's not the book then.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. The number is, I'm going to put it in the comment box. 347
494
494
0007.
Okay, Valerie said, no. Sorry, I don't know
what are you doing?
Oh, I would have been so mad at myself.
I know how you feel because my daughter committed suicide, and mind you, that's my child, and she suffered from depression. Right.
Heck, we gave you hours.
And I've spoken to you about that, Valerie, before. Oh, my phone's in
wait, I'm about to come.
So, I understand. No, my point was just that you never really know what someone is going through. You just really don't know what the cause or root of someone's depression is. When I was depressed, thank God it wasn't to that level. But even if it was, I probably would. Hold on. Even if it was, I probably wouldn't have shared it. My point is, you just cannot judge when you really don't know what someone is living through. No one is judging anyone, Mish, and I agree. I don't think anyone. First of all, no one's in a position to judge anyone anyway. Like, who are you? You're not God. You can't judge. I'm not saying that. I honestly feel, and you didn't at the time when you were depressed. I honestly feel that there's someone, and I hope and I pray that it's someone that you can call, that you should have called, and God forbid, if this happens again, you should call. And if you don't have those people, we right here. Call, reach out, whatever it takes.
That's what I'm saying too. You don't really know the root of someone's depression.
Reach out. And we're not. And when it comes to things like that, I'm not.
So let me ask you this, G-Star. A girl, right? She's a teenager. She feel like she can't tell her mother nothing. She gets raped every day by her stepfather, right? And matter of fact, she told her stepfather. She told her mother that he did it. Her mother said, no, he didn't. You just a tramp. Blah, blah, blah. All the movies that we see. She killed herself. She weak. She can't go to nobody else because it's just her and her mother and her stepfather. She weak.
Why can't she go to anyone else?
Because she don't, nobody, her own fucking mother didn't believe her.
Yeah, but she's in school. She can go to a counselor. First of all, if people really care about you, they notice these things. Now, you're saying, wait, I heard what you said, right? I've dealt with this firsthand. I've dealt with it firsthand.
Yes or no?
What? Is she weak if she kills herself?
Yeah. All right, we're taking the caller, guys. It's like a collect call.
Yo,
Hector, you on there?
Yo, what up, B? So, check it, man. I'm making quick because I know I got like a minute. I'm not going against what anybody's going through because it's sad if people get that across their mind. This is what I'm explaining on my part. Anytime, I've been through like the bottom of the fucking pit. Like,
right, from the mud.
I think I've seen the devil's eyes, like,
right.
Didn't notice it, but notice that type of shit. And I'm not saying I've came across death. I'm saying that I've had so many people. I had cousins, family members, friends that went through suicidal shit that I'm so close to them. And I see the hurt that their family has been through in the years after that suicidal incident had taken place, that I think of that moment right there, the family members. And I think, and in that split second, I'm like, man, I remember that my friend's mother cried every single day, and I would call her. I remember his brother went into drugs because his brother killed himself. And in that split second, I think of all the shit that my family and loved ones would go through, and I make myself strong in that second right there. Like, I gotta make myself. I gotta go smoke an L and think of what I gotta do to make myself stronger.
Shit like that.
Never would that shit come across my mind. If I love me, I would never hurt me, man. And I love me, no matter what I've been through. I love me.
Love me.
So, it's a lot of the depression that people are going through these days. The reason why I say is for attention, because sadly, these kids, they paint their faces, they go on the social media, and they live other lives, and they don't go through half of the shit we went through, Nancy.
Exactly.
You know what
I agree.
Half of the shit we went through. And they say that they depressed, but do they really know depression?
But who are we to judge what their level of depression is? Like, they can have everything that materialistically that we didn't have, but they're alone. You get what I'm saying? But they don't have that love, and that's where their depression comes in. Whereas, Hector, you had that love. Your mother made sure she loved all 5 of y'all. So that's why you love yourself so much. You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you done had turmoil, you went through whatever, but you knew at the end of the day, Virginia loved the fuck out of you. And you wasn't doing that to her. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That you love, that's why you love yourself, because your mother instilled that in you. Whereas these kids that's rich and got all of this or all of that, or even some of the kids that are not rich, they don't have that love. So when you lack that love, that's where it deepens into the depression and the suicidal thoughts. When you don't have that love, you don't love yourself, because nobody loves me. Nobody taught me to love myself.
But I get where both of y'all coming from, and that's why it's up to us.
That's what I'm saying.
I love what y'all doing, putting it out there. Two different views from two different worlds. I mean, I'm from the same world, but for two different worlds.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we got people like us that call. You know what I mean? Me and my brothers, we call people. You could call us anytime. Anybody could call you. We need to keep, like you said,
keep the lines open.
Right.
Keep the lines of communication open.
Right. And let people give people that escape without them having trying to
judged,
escape the world,
or having them think that you know what I'm saying? Like,
especially the way the media is now, and the outputs and the source that you have is all used for the wrong purposes, man. People FaceTime each other and want to show off.
Yeah, the outfit or something stupid.
Like, you could FaceTime me and I don't even have to know you, man, and we'll get to know each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? Talk to me about anything.
Right.
And it doesn't mean I'm judging you. It doesn't mean I'm trying to get with you or anything. Listen. I just need to talk, or you just need to talk to me. So let's chop it up. Let's see what's up. Period.
And that's all it takes. I got people out there, man. I got motherfuckers that they like. I'm not a killer, man. I hold my own, but I'm not out there playing the gangster role. I talk my shit, but I'm not out there playing the gangster role. I'm not a killer. I'm not none of that. I'm humble. You know what I mean? But I got motherfuckers out there that are cold killers and will really take a bullet for me.
Fact.
Just because
you that dude.
I understand and I speak to them, and no one else would.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
It's all about communication, keeping the lines open for people. Like, we are here. You need to talk to.
That's
you
a
hit
fact.
me all the time on Facebook.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna give y'all my number.
That's a fact.
Everything. Thanks for calling, Hector. We love you.
All the time. I love y'all, man.
You already.
All
right.
So again, guys, depression is serious. Nobody really talks about it, but we're trying to hit all levels and all points tonight. And if you feel like you are at that point, or you know what I'm saying, if you even slightly depressed, and you feel like you have nobody to talk to,
when you start to feel like you're alone,
you can talk
reach
to
out.
us. Not
Period.
even
you don't even have to feel like you're depressed. You don't have to
alone.
get to that depression state. When you feel like it's so much going on,
too much
and I don't know who to talk to. I'm not
alone.
saying you could be alone and not be alone.
No, I know, but you could feel like you got a lot on your plate and not feel alone. So if you even feel like you have too much on your plate and you don't know how to handle it, you can contact us. If you feel alone, you can contact us. If you even having suicidal thoughts, if you have anxiety and you need to be calmed down, like, you can talk to somebody. You can talk to us. You can talk to anybody.
Reach out.
Anybody
you
that's
talk
on
to anybody,
here that gave their number, that's willing to keep the lines open for you to speak to, because this is important. Like, it's important for this generation, not even just for the culture. It's for the generation. We're raising babies and little kids that's just gonna be mental health patients, and they don't even have to be, as long as there's somebody to talk
like depressed people raising depressed people.
Like, they just need to keep the lines open. We just need to keep the lines open as educators, as coaches, as friends, as mentors, like as a neighbor. Like, just keep the lines open. Keep
as a human.
Right.
Just
that's
as a
it.
human,
Like,
yo.
if you just see somebody on the street crying,
just
like,
as a human. The days of
sometimes
us
people just want to know, like,
the days of
they're
us
seen,
walking
some
by
people feel invisible.
Has to stop. If I see you in something, if I see you hurt, the days of us just saying that ain't my business, I'm gonna keep it pushing, has to stop. We're never gonna get anywhere if it doesn't. We're never gonna get anywhere together if it doesn't. If we don't see that hurt and try to, mend that hurt for someone that we don't even know, total stranger, we're never gonna get anywhere.
Right.
Now, and I'm speaking for us as well. I'm not saying we are perfect and we do this for everyone. No, we don't. But
we got our lines of communication.
Right here tonight, I'm telling you all, the line is open. That number, when the phone rings, that we pick up. As you can see, that 347-494-0007 is real. If you feel some type of way,
it's open 24 hours a day. We don't cut it
off. And nobody's going to feel some type of way. No one's going to judge you. Fancy's not going to go off if you call and I pick up. And, and I'm not going to go off if you call and she picks up. I'm just saying.
So, again, the number is 347-494-0007. You could call us at any time, any hour. When you're feeling like you can't take no more, the line is open.
So we just, we know depression is real, y'all. And
And you need to know that it's real.
We want to
depression
change
awareness.
the narrative. We want to
Let's change it
be different
for the world, not just for the culture, for everyone, for the generations to come. Because we got kids that's got kids. We ain't old heads. So let's just change that narrative of depression being a taboo thing.
Right. Tonight was real.
And we love you guys.
We love you guys, right? If no one else tells you they love you, we love you.
We love you. And
right?
I mean it.
If no one else tells you that they're here for you, we here for you. Right. So thanks for rocking with us tonight. We appreciate it.
Next Wednesday.
We definitely will see you
and
next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday is too long for some of you that need to talk.
Holla.
Hit us up. That's it.
Holla. That's what you gotta do. Yeah. So that's it. All right. So
all right.
thank you guys for rocking with us.
You.
Go HamRadio. We love you.
Right.
Be well. Stay blessed.